Private Murgle. Repeat subsection 8 of Article 446 of the Emergency Powers Act.
Like I read any of that.
You'll have plenty of time to in solitary confinement. You'll stay there until you can recite every regulation by heart.
Oh, yeah?
Your next violation earns you a firing squad. Understand?
Okay. I'll get you.
Report to Provost Decker for processing. Get out of here. Mind yourself, Merc, or you might wind up in this outfit. Why are you trespassing in my headquarters? Another confederacy of misfits. Ugh, wonderful. Provost Marshal Fidelton Rusk, Dead Man's Legion. What's this about? I heard he retired. You're telling me he's out with you and fighting Zakul? That's a better use for a leader of his caliber, but it doesn't change the facts. Chancellor Maiden has deployed the Dead Man's Legion to suppress a gang war for our Hutt allies. I can't entertain any appeals to take my army elsewhere until we've mopped up here. The Hutts are claiming it's our responsibility, since the problem originated from Republic space. Our objective is to root out fugitives of the Black Sun Syndicate that fled Coruscant and establish themselves here. I need intelligence about their workings. Aside from wandering the worst parts of town and shaking things up, we've got very little to go on. Getting our hands on information from Black Sun members themselves would be the most useful, but working underworld connections could be a force multiplier. If all else fails, we may have to rely on securing illicit goods to grease some palms. This will continue to act as my base of operations until our campaign is complete. Bring anything you find here. I have forces dispatched throughout Nar Shaddaa, but aside from rumors, we discovered little actionable intelligence. Your contacts are good. This will be a huge help. These are helpful. They're all pieces to the bigger picture. These are helpful. They're all pieces to the bigger picture. These are helpful. They're all pieces to the bigger picture. These are helpful. They're all pieces to the bigger picture. I can work with this. There's an information broker who will always talk with the right incentives. Thanks to you, I have units across Nar Shaddaa waiting to move on Black Sun's holdings. The icing on the cake? We've learned where their kingpin runs the entire operation. Final preparation is underway. I'm pulling together my strongest squads for a raid on the Black Sun headquarters. There's a spot for you, if you're interested. You've more than earned it. I thought you might feel that way. Even among criminals, Black Sun has a reputation for extreme brutality. We don't know their numbers, but we can count on them being well-fortified and bloodthirsty. And that's why we've got to put them down. We should be prepared to deploy any minute now. You ready? Rally up, dead men. Operation Sunset is underway.
Well, what do we got here? Ain't them spineless Hutts come knocking, that's for sure. Sup, runt? Should've figured you'd turn up eventually. Coruscant was getting dull with all the martial law putting a cramp in business. Don't mind you shooting up the place. Been getting bored, anyway. I do mind you dragging in garbage off the street.
You know this scum.
Got to kill all sorts of interesting people with you around. Don't tell me you got nabbed and collared by these losers. How'd you get tied up with a bunch of second-rate hoods playing toy soldier? So you throw in with these chumps. Ain't good for nothing but bleeding on the ground.
All right, scum. I'm giving you one and only one opportunity to surrender peacefully.
Just 'cause you collared some small-timers back in Coruscant don't mean you're ready to tangle with the big dogs. Black Sun ain't gonna be hitched to your little chain gang.
What are you doing? We have the target surrounded, and my troops are waiting for the all-clear to take his operation apart. You should have brought this up before the operation was underway.
What are you wasting our time for? Plug this twerp and I'll show you what being boss of SWTOR's really like. The huts may be pushovers, but they ain't small time. What are you driving at? Bet those Akulans put up a better fight than the slugs or these wimps. Okay, killer, you got a deal.
This is a bad call. They can back out of the turf war here, but the Republic isn't going to deal with an organization that supports Black Sun. My superiors may be satisfied with turning the problem toward our mutual enemy. He has to give the order to withdraw, and my forces make sure they follow through.
Listen up, cutters! We're done kicking the tar out of these wussy huts. Got me a better idea where to grab us some turf. Load up and grab us some ships. We're rolling soon as I wrap up some business. There. Happy, Blue Boy?
Let me be crystal clear. If you try anything, the massacre is going to be on your hands.
Dunno. Massacre sounds like my kind of party. Long as Blue Boy don't try cramping my style, I won't go sticking him. Unless I get bored. Now get out of my place. Gotta do some packing.
I need to issue my report to command. We should return to headquarters. I'm not surprised that a bounty hunter has ties to criminal organizations, but I am surprised how you leverage them. My predictions for that engagement ending in a peaceful resolution were negligible. I can't help but feel like it's delaying the inevitable. That's the purpose of the Legion, except it's controlled, structured. Leaving that scum to their own devices puts a lot of people at risk. It's moot now anyway. You made your call. I'll be in touch after things are shored up here. The Legion will need a new objective, and I'm willing to hear what you're after. Won't be a dull briefing then. Rally up soon.
Ah, Commander. I was just reading up on your newest recruit, Rusk. Excellent job in bringing him in. A brilliant soldier according to his records. First to volunteer for impossible missions, and somehow always gets the job done. He's certainly no stranger to being in the thick of it on the front line, or even behind it a lot of the time. His units have had high casualty rates. Noted. Maybe we set him up as an officer and have him train some of our better volunteers. Apply his experience without risking his battlefield decision-making. At any rate, I should get back to it, Commander. Just wanted to say good job on this one.
Wow, Commander. Skadge. Got to admit I'm a little on the fence about this last one. I've worked with his type before, and it can go real wrong real fast. Take it from a smuggler with experience. Sometimes it's better just to shoot them before they have a chance to give you grief. I guess you'd know better than anyone. I mean, sure, he's got the Black Sun wrapped around his finger, which is great. We've got access to their muscle, territory, and contacts, which will let us run some jobs through them where they're strongest, covering our own tracks better. And maybe I could have him watch over our riskier runs. Nobody in their right mind would mess with him, even if they tried. He'd just rip them apart. Know what? I take it all back. Maybe he'll wind up being more use than he is trouble. I just need to be real careful he doesn't get too bored.